Look at all these things. Nuts. You can definitely tell you're by the Mississippi. Alrighty. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today, you might be wondering, Ron, what the heck are you driving? Where the heck are you going? In due time. In due time. So we are taking my new car that I forgot to put my gas cap on. So I'm an idiot. Not a good start, Ron. Good catch though. Yes, you heard me right. I got a new car. New to me. 220,000 miles on the old girl. It was my sister's old car. She's moving to Ohio. She's bought a new car and didn't really want to take this jalopy that that's been breaking down a little bit. Serpentine belt bearing went out, battery terminal corroded, a couple other things I fixed for her. So went ahead and bought it for 1,500 bucks, and it's gonna be my farm car now. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna take this thing on its maiden voyage up to go look at some spreaders, look at some equipment. We're gonna head north, and yeah, we'll just see how this thing goes. Take you guys along with. It's a nice rainy day. I'm hoping we get a nice gentle 1 to 1.5 inches. That would be about perfect what the doctor ordered, but they're calling for potentially locally higher rain, fault rates, flash flooding, all that fun stuff. So yay. Let's take this 2008 Chevy Impala and head northwest. Got a nice dreary little day that's gonna be feeding all this corn. Boy, I mean, yeah, prices are absolutely depressed and they suck right now, but if this weather keeps up, it's really going to be a real nice crop. Except for this area up here actually got hit by a tornado. I'll show you guys here in a bit, but the real big farmer that we know right outside of Lamont got smacked with an EF2 tornado, took the roofs off both their buildings. I haven't driven by here in a while. Apparently there's some crop damage, so we're driving this way to go see what we see. There's some tornado damage right there. That shed got completely blown off. Shed's blown off. Wow. Yeah, missing shingles. Not seeing any snapped corn, so that's good for all the farmers around here. But there's some... Oh yeah, that tornado definitely went through here. This corn's all tangled up. It's not laid over, so that is really good for them. Because like I said, I was expecting it to be a lot worse since they had an EF2 tornado go through. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's twisted though. But no major damage to the bin site. That is really good. But yeah, here's the farm that got hit. I was worried their bin site would be, because this is an immaculate bin site, but that's all good, thankfully. And I believe these are the sheds that got blown down at least. Oh yeah, they already re-tinned it all. Because that back shed and this shed got completely ripped off. Yeah, they have 3 big sheds here. One of them's a big heated shop. But honestly, I was expecting more corn damage, because you know when the corn's 11 feet tall and you got, what's that, EF2 I think's 120. It's measured by damage. So like, you know, a tree being uprooted and a car flipped over is gonna be a lot different than a couple shingles being blown off. So that's why I see an EF2, but I think an EF2's estimated winds around 100 to 140. No, 100 to 130, I forget. But you would think with that amount of wind, you'd have a little bit more corn damage, but thankfully there's not. Ooh, that grain bin got hit hard. There used to be a catwalk that went across to that grain bin to fill it, but now there's nothing there. Oh, wow, yeah, that got hit real hard. Second time this place has gotten hit, because that grain bin was put up because a tornado hit those buildings. Oof. Oh yeah, a bunch of tangled up corn around here. Apparently the less I go out of town, the worse it'll get. Yeah, so again, I'm seeing a lot of like tangled corn. Like, you know, when I say tangled, it used to be a nice straight perfect rows, but they're just kind of all intermixed and not really straight rows anymore. And boy, that's gonna be some heavy rain I'm gonna be driving through. Like right there, oof. But nothing really that got like flattened. That's good. I'm gonna be driving through some crap here soon. I hate it when the clouds get dark. That's what I'm gonna be driving into. I'm driving straight to the left, straight west. So this looks fun. A lot of tangled corn again, but no green snap or anything. But we got some rain coming down now. Here's the type of rain we don't want. Heavy, heavy downpour. It's just starting to light up. But again, we'll take it. I'm not going to complain, but it's never perfect. Farmers always have to say something. That dairy barn got destroyed. Well, at least the leading edge of the roofs got dead. Yeah, there's definitely some damage in through here, that's for sure. This is nasty. 50-mile-an-hour winds, the alert I just got. Driving right through it. Rain is coming down, the wind is blowing. Tis thunderstorm season in Jackson County, Iowa. Woof. I didn't think the storm was that bad. You got people pulling over the road as well as people under the overpass. Huh. Okay, so we're at stop number 1. What I am looking at here is a fertilizer spreader, obviously. Neighbor, I shouldn't say neighbor, but a guy got a hold of me. He's selling a Miller 2006, I believe, model fertilizer spreader with a multiplier with micros and a single bin insert as well. So it's honestly, it would work really well. The concern that I have is it's got 5,500 hours on it, and it's definitely a machine that would probably have to have some work on it, and I just don't know if I have the time nor the expertise to do it, because I think the spreader that I want to buy, I'm willing to pay a little bit more money just to have something that A, is dealer serviceable, but also hopefully was, you know, has low enough hours that should have a lot of life left in her. But we're gonna take a look. I'll throw some pictures up right now of what I'm looking at. Like I said, it's a Miller. I didn't even know there are a whole lot of Millers around here. Miller four-wheeler. So let's go take a look. I'll debrief you guys afterward. Okay, now we head to Elkader. Just went ahead and looked at what that was. Like I said, it was a Miller machine, but honestly, it was in really good shape. The guys there, they took care of it. They had to modify some things, like, I mean, a fertilizer spreader. It doesn't matter what age, what brand. Fertilizer is just such a nasty, nasty product to mess with that it's just, it's gonna eat everything alive. Unless it's, I mean, even if it's aluminum or stainless steel, eventually stuff will get corroded and get destroyed. But, you know, just basic materials that machines are made out of, fertilizer doesn't stand a chance. So those guys have done a really good job taking care of it. Probably the biggest, like I said, the biggest thing is if I was full-time on the farm. So here's my opinion on it. I think it's a really good spreader. And if I had a shop, if I was full-time on the farm, and if I had time to keep that machine running, to kind of work with the nuances and everything like that, that'd be a really good machine. The box is in immaculate shape. The frames is in really good shape. Gotta figure out where I'm going here. So like I said, I think it's really nice. The problem is, like I said, I'm not full-time on the farm. I do not have a shop or a shed or stuff to work on. So I'm a little hesitant to jump into something like that, where I like the idea of going with a name brand spreader. I might spend a little bit extra money, but if I break down, I don't have to spend 2 full days of my vacation, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not full-time on the farm, to work on it. I can call the dealer and at least have them give me some ideas, or have them come out and do a service call. So that's kind of my opinion on what I think would go. But boy, if I was full-time on the farm, that would be a perfect unit. They haven't listed it for sale yet. They actually just found me because of the YouTube video, so I really appreciate you reaching out. But like I said, I'm gonna do some more thinking on it, see what the uncle says now that I got some pictures and everything like that. But yeah, just so you guys know, so it was a Miller 33 somethings 2006 model, 4-wheeled steer. Like I said, I'll roll the pictures, some more of the pictures. It has a multiplier, so you can run 2 bins on it. You can also pull it out, make it just one to spread lime. It's got a John Deere cab on it. They've done quite a bit of modifications to it, but all really good things. I mean, the guy seemed pretty sharp. So we'll see. But now we're gonna drive north and go take a look at that spreader again up in Elkader. Drive that around and do a couple of extra thinking. Or now that I've done some research, do a couple of extra tinkering. So now we'll head up to Elkader to go look at that spreader I was looking at before, and tinker around. Did some research and found out a couple extra things I want to look at before I make a decision. I'd like to make a decision here in the next 2 weeks. That way I know I can get something on the farm with a month before we want to actually start doing anything, so I can get stuff fixed, get all the mapping ready, etc., etc. And he did say that, like I said, they had, oh yeah, that's some wind damage corn right there. They did have that same tornado that hit the big farmer by Lamont. hit them around here. So they have some green snap corn. He was showing me some drone pictures about how corn's all tangled and messed up. Like that doesn't look good right there. That stuff doesn't look good. Yeah, they had some real bad winds. Whew. They've got a lot of rain up here. Yes. A lot of rain. Getting an average rate of 2.65 inches an hour, and I already got 2/3 of an inch. So I'm probably gonna get over an inch, inch and a half of rain in this. Coming a little faster than I would like, but it is what it is. But it is what it is. You can't control it, and rain makes grain. Okay, I am back. You guys might be wondering, well, Ron, why the heck are you driving back 2 hours to go look at the piece of equipment you already looked at? One, I don't know a whole lot about what I'm doing. If that's a surprise to you guys, I know. So yeah, and with this being my first purchase, I don't want to do anything too early don't make a bad decision. So I'm willing to spend some extra time and money to make sure that my first purchase is exactly what I want, or at least it's not going to bite me in the butt and be a massive pain in the neck. So that's at least the plan, that's the thought. So I'm going back here to look at this Terragator. Ugh, Terragator, squeak. So there's two things I want to look at. I want to go back to the cab and basically see if I can figure out more about the cab and see if I can get it to get the spinners to turn on, all that fun belt to turn. I can get the hydraulic system to pressurize, excuse me, but I don't know what the deal is. And then I want to look at the box, because I know the box is rusty and that box is going to be shot. That's going to be the first thing that's going to go bad on this thing. So see how bad it is for right now and see how long it'll last me for the one. And then I want to take this thing on the road. I don't know why I didn't do it last time, and take it for a drive. Yeah, so like I said, this thing is not in too bad of shape. There's definitely some rough spots I can kind of touch up and everything, but overall it's not bad except for this. This is what I'm concerned about. It's all rusted off. And this is not serviceable at all. So if it's cracking already, I just don't know how long it'll last. So any thoughts you guys got, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, you look underneath like that, that's not ideal. Another thing, the belt over chain is just about shot. Bid need a new one. Actually, it is. Yeah, belt over chain is shot. This isn't bad. No, I'd need to remake these, but that's not that big of a deal. Quite literally can just copy this one. So yeah, we're back here looking. I wanted to bring a hammer out and kind of tap on the metal there to see how thick it is. Overall, the blades don't look too bad. The disc doesn't look horrible. It's a little bit elongated. You can kind of see right there. So these don't look bad at all, which is nice. Need to get a new end gate, that's for sure. So you look at the disc and the fins don't look too bad at all, especially because right next to it I got a brand new one. So this is a brand new G5 box. This G5 box essentially means it has section control from New Leader. Way out of my price range. That's all right. But overall, like I said, the thickness isn't too bad. So I know if I would buy this thing, here's the issues I'd have. Obviously, I have these fittings right here, probably some of them have to be replaced. The box rusting out itself is an issue. I don't know how big of an issue. That's what I'm going to try and find out here soon. Some minor things I got to replace, like that guy's got to get replaced. Touch up some of the rust spots as best I can. And like I said, for the most part, the tires look like they're in decent shape. Overall, it doesn't seem too bad. Rust spots here. Needs a new belt over chain. So overall, not too bad. I'm guessing that's not good if there's water coming out of this. Huh. I don't think there's anything really important under there, but guess I'm not sure. I suppose this isn't horrible to have it leaking water, because it looks like it's sealed underneath, which is kind of a strange. It's sealed underneath, and then this is open in the top because this draws air in. So I suppose that's not horrible. So here's my list: rusty bed, new chain, new bearings on them for sure. That valve looks like it's getting pretty rusty. Yeah, so 4 new bearings. Probably gonna be fun to get off. Yeah, other than that, it's not too bad. Like I said, I gotta make some new parts there, clean up all this rust here, figure out how to do that. Not bad. Let's see if we can fire it up. Trick to this. Yeah. I think that's a pretty common thing, I'm guessing. Whew. Starts up pretty good. Oh yeah, I had the AC cranking last time. So I still can't get this thing figured out. I think something's goofed up with the pressures, that it's not letting me actually turn my spinners on. I think something's goofed up back there. So just add it to the list of things that aren't perfect. So does that mean I'm not going to buy this thing? No, but is it absolutely going to affect the price if I would? Absolutely. Well, let's go take this thing for a drive, make sure I can get up to speed. I'll actually probably pull it over there and see if the guidance will work too. Okay, park and brake is right here. That releases it. Go to forward gear. So it's kind of a CVT, so you bump it to go forward. Okay, what is going on here? No idea what that beeping is. Alright, well, we're moving. Don't know what the heck that beeping's for, but it's definitely something with the GPS. Okay, there, I got it figured out. Not sure what I did, but got her whipped. So just driving over here, making sure the GPS is working, controlling the line. Master apply on and off is working, I know that, but nothing's turning back there. So, not ideal. Go ahead and whip this thing around, go back the other way. So I'm speeding up by hitting that forward, and there's tracking the line. Not too bad. Just wish I could figure out how to actually get the things to spin. Huh. Oh well. Let's go take this thing on the road. Okay, all my blinky blink, flashy flashy working, or just walk around. Let's go ahead and take this thing for a spin, see if I can get her up to speed. Get her up to speed, take her down the highway for a mile or so, and come back. Kind of fun though. See how bouncy this thing is. I mean, I'm going 12 right now. It's not too bad. A little bouncy, but got this thing fully revved up. Let's take it for a spin. thing's smooth. Not as smooth as you can be for a four-wheeler, or a three-wheeler, I should say. Especially when the tire's been sitting for a while. Overall, not bad. I mean, real smooth accelerations. You figure out my blinker, probably should figure that out first. Pull in here and turn around. Blinker's my right hand, not my left. The nice thing about these things is they can turn on a dime. So we're just whipping right around. Issues with the machine or with the box and not having it be able to turn on, but overall, we'll see. We'll see what I can get figured out for price, because I know whatever price I figure out here, I'm just gonna basically add 10 grand to it to basically get everything going. So, not ideal, but I'm also buying a used equipment, so it's gonna be what it is. No problem. Be a long drive to get back home, but better than a tractor that can only go 25. So the bad thing about these machines is they are notoriously bad for being rough riding. And honestly, I know I'm getting into that if I would buy this. But there's a lot of them out there, they're durable. Some of them go to 2,000 or to 5,000 hours. This machine's at 2,000 something. We'll check here in a bit. I'm basically just set up a new guidance line to make sure I can do this. This thing's got 2,064 hours on it. So just set up a guidance line. Now I'll spin around to the next one. Wasn't too bad. I've driven this thing for a little bit. Do a walk around of the engine. Yeah, like I said, the exhaust is smoking. Wonder what that would be. Not sure. Other than that, it looks good. I think mechanically this machine will be good, but a lot of work to do on this back end. That's enough of me rambling around this thing. I'm going to look around a little bit more, get some more estimates and other things put together for price, and then I'll get in touch with you guys once I get done. This is the manual I was wanting to find. Shows all about the components and everything like that. Like, I don't even use this. So that's good to know. I did not know that. Spinner speed. Let me do some research. I had to switch over to my phone, but I think I got it working. It was all on the display here. Let's go take a look. Oh yeah, I see him moving. Never be too close to spinning spinners, but I want to see how out of time these ones are. We might have to get a new disc. But hey, at least they're moving. Now I want to see if I can get the, oh, they don't look too bad. Let you zoom in so you can see. I don't see any hydraulic on the ground either, so that's good. That's better than what any of the Deeres that I've looked at were. And I don't, so yeah, that's good. Okay, so I figured that out, that's good. Now let's see if I can get the conveyor chain to work. Well, she's running, I feel a vibration. I think that's from the disc there. Yeah, you can kind of see the hydraulic hose moving. Yeah, there's definitely a vibration in there somewhere. And those discs are cooking. I think they're going 1600. I don't need them to go that fast. Well, I just played around with it, but I was able to get the spinners going, but not the belts. So there's definitely gonna be some components to change in there. That is for sure. Shut this guy down, please exit the job. Okay, fine, I will. This is gonna take some getting used to as well. But overall, I mean, we got the hydraulics working, so I suppose that's good. Yeah, I don't even use this at all, so that's good to know. Shut down. Cool. Okay, let's hit the road. Well, there she is. There she is. Other than an air leak, now we'll see what we can do on price, I suppose. I'd love to get this Deere, but it is what it is. That is like 400 plus thousand. That's sub 90. They both do the same thing. Well, that was fun. Until next time, Elkader, maybe I'll drive up here again if we buy the unit. Now I'm gonna head back home, see if Dad wants to pick up any trash or anything, see how much rain we got. If we got an inch of rain, might not be able to do much, but just have to see. So I'll head home and close this video out probably when I get back. On my entire drive back, I haven't seen any corn damage until about right here. We're just north of Highway 20. Starting to see some tangled corn and everything like that. Other than that, the crop's looking dang good. Basically up to the Minnesota border, just shy of it. Just about back to the parents' place. Gonna go pick up my dog. I stayed there last night just because after my dad and I got done golfing, it just made sense to stick around, especially since I was heading north. It saved me 2 hours driving today. So anywho, this is the farm that got absolutely schmuckered with that tornado. We're getting the roofs back on, thankfully, but yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot more green snap corn too. They did get, Dad said he got 7/10 of rain. I got 1 inch and 5/100. Oof. Perfect, so I'm gonna head to my parents' place, grab my dog and my stuff, and then head home. Alrighty, after a nap, Hazy is still being a psycho with the ball. So here's the aftermath of the storms of my dad's. So he had basically trees down pretty much all on this side hill. He's getting them cleaned up. This is all we got left. I'm gonna help him do that, and then I'm gonna head home. Whew, it's sweaty. Dog is out there running around. That dog is not. Budley and I just about got this hillside cleaned up. So what'll happen when you got timber, especially timber that's kind of loosely around your lawn. You have trees, apparently this is all covered, and just kind of tree limbs that he's been slowly picking away. Just got this little corner left. That'll be good enough. Now the Budley's gonna start mowing. Dog gets tired. Other dog is not. Good enough.